So I've recently been getting into more commercial work, but I just want to talk about my beginnings of filmmaking, and it really started actually in Africa. I was given a rare opportunity to film a documentary in Tanzania, and then a really short 6-minute video in Zambia. But here's some footage from that hour-long documentary from Tanzania.
Since being involved with missions, I realized there's nothing that I'd rather do. There's nothing I'd rather dedicate my time and my life to. It's hard, it's difficult, but it's fun. It's exciting. There's something different that happens every single day. And you never get stuck in a rut. You never have to worry about like, oh man, I don't want to do the same thing. It's not a 9 to 5. It involves your whole life, and it's worth your whole life. Tag and throw it in the river.
It's not a road. So I've definitely experienced a lot of growth in filmmaking since that video. It's kind of crazy. I filmed the whole thing on a Canon 60D back when it was a new camera, and I had a little GlideCam HD 1000 which worked like a charm, kind of. And I think I had a Tokina 11 to 16 lens or something like that broke on the trip. Kind of a cheap lens, I guess. And then I think I had like a 50mm. So basically I had like 2 lenses, Canon 60D, a little GlideCam, and a backpack, and some water. And that's pretty much the whole thing. So was able to make a small documentary just with those couple of pieces of equipment. So don't judge me, because that's very old footage, and definitely doing slightly better, I would say, at least. I don't know, don't toot my own horn too much, but I think I can do a little bit better work now. I have better gear at least, which is great, and a lot more experience, which is also great. So I just want to talk about filmmaking in places most people wouldn't normally do filmmaking, such as Africa. And so if you're looking into filming something in Africa, or documentary work, or pretty much anywhere that you're not going to be like in a stage, a studio, something like that, where you can really control the environment. So I've had a lot of run and gun experience, basically filming out of a backpack and living out of a truck for like a month. So the guy in the film, his name is Toy Rasmussen, really great friend of mine from college, missionary sharing the gospel over in Tanzania, Africa. Just super humble guy, really great. And yeah, I think that's probably one of the trips that I grew the most on whenever I was filming. Like I said, I filmed in a couple of different countries, but that was the one where I really had like Pelican cases, and I was actually trying to protect my gear, which was a pretty big difference. So if you're looking to start filming documentary work or anything in another country, make sure if you're gonna bring gear that you actually protect the gear, or that you have really good insurance on that gear. Because like I said, I broke that Tokina 11 to something lens. I think dust and all kinds of stuff got stuck in like the focus ring, so it didn't really work that well. But if you consider the amount of money that you pay for the gear, spend a little extra money to get the nicer case. Here's the reason why you buy actual name brand Pelican cases. This case couple of months old. Still in good working order. Great case. This case, brand new, 2 days old, and already broken. So I would say the number one thing whenever you come into, especially a foreign country, and you being an American, don't just assume everybody wants to be in your video. So one of the first things I do is I check with the locals, whoever we're working with, and I ask them, hey, is it okay if I film you, rolling this flower, or is it okay if I film you playing soccer, or whatever it is. Definitely ask for permission before you just start filming things. Another thing to consider is your battery life and your card space. So the camera that I was using for this video in like 2013, 2014, shot on little SD cards, and I think the whole month of filming was maybe like a gigabyte of footage space. It really wasn't bad at all. But newer cameras shoot much better footage, which are pretty large file sizes. I would say that and battery life. Figure out how you're going to charge batteries, especially if you're going to go into the bush. We were basically every night after the sun went down, we'd be in the truck with bugs trying to get in. And we just have like our laptop open, and we're hooked up to basically the cigarette lighter in the truck. And we would have like a smattering of batteries plugged in everywhere we could, and then the laptop charging. We would just upload and try to juice up all the batteries, and then put everything back into Pelican cases, store it back in the truck, and then one or two of us would sleep in the truck on the benches in the back to just protect all the gear from being robbed in the middle of the night. Which we're very blessed and protected, and we were able to carry, I guess it wasn't too much gear. At the time, it was a lot of gear for like a broke college student. So organization is huge whenever you're filming a documentary, even a couple of minutes long. You can label maybe days, or even better yet, specific activities. And that just helps you with the editing process so much. So if you're editing it, help yourself out. And if you're gonna have somebody else edit it, please help them out, because it could be crazy editing, weeks or even a month worth of footage that you get back. Also, you should totally bring at least 2, maybe even more hard drives to back up everything. And put them in Ziploc bags, seal them up. If you have internet access, I would say at least RAID some of your most important clips. Yeah, just back up, because if you have ever lost footage before, it is a terrible thing to happen, and you just can't get it back. So using discretion, I would definitely say is huge. Also, try to have fun. It's just, the day goes so much better if you're actually enjoying, having fun, getting creative shots, telling a story. I think maybe on the next video I might talk about story writing for a documentary. It's a completely different field, but basically I heard Matthew Loom speak. He's a writer for Pixar, and he talks about the story spine, so I'll probably go over that because it's pretty invaluable. I actually didn't have it whenever we made documentaries in Tanzania and Zambia and Cambodia and a couple of other places, and I really wish I had it because it would have made the videos so much better. Yeah, basically that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have questions, you can comment below and I'll try to get back to you.